TAFE Radio, your campus, your station, your voice. We are live from South by Southwest Sydney at the ICC. That was TLC with Unpretty. I'm Byron. I'm joined by my co-host, Liam. Now, we all know about the magic of South by Southwest, the energy, the ideas, the people. Once the conference is over, how do you turn those new connections into real opportunities? Joining us today is Monica Davidson, the Director of Creative Plus Business. How are you going today, Monica?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much.
Great.
I'm doing very well as well. How are you?
Yep, I'm doing great. I've got multiple caffeines inside me at the moment.
I feel like that's
that's
the most important thing about one of these festivals like these.
Yeah. Eat and drink as much as possible.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. So tell us a bit about Creative Plus Business. What do you do, and what are you sort of doing at South by Southwest?
So Creative Plus Business is a national organisation that helps creative people and arts professionals to develop their business, money and marketing skills. So, we recognise the gap there that a lot of people who work in film, music, media, dance, performing arts, design, visual art, all those sorts of areas, very often enter their professional world without any real skill development in, how to run themselves as freelancers, how to do their own marketing, how to manage their finances, those kind of necessary skills, particularly at the moment. So we provide education, mentoring, coaching, resource sharing, and a whole bunch of other things to help people, figure out what they're doing and how to keep themselves safe as they enter into their professional lives and then throughout their professional lives.
Yeah, that's very fascinating. Now, what is the biggest mistake you see business people making at networking events like South by Southwest, and how can it be avoided?
I think the biggest mistake that people make is pitching. So we get confused between networking, which is just meeting people and making connections, and pitching our ideas, which is a much more invasive, self-centered activity. Certainly, a lot of people come to events like this hoping that they'll get to pitch their ideas to people, but I'm a little bit more like, chill. Just calm down. The opportunity for pitching will present itself once you've made a connection with someone.
100%.
But make the connection first,
absolutely.
It's like going on not even a first date, just walking up to someone that looks, cute, and then immediately laying out your entire life plan to them. Like, calm down. Get connected first, make a friend. This was not designed to be dating advice, by the way, but it does work either way. So, because pitching your idea at someone is an invasive process, you're actually asking them to get out of their own brain space, pay total attention to you, listen to your, great idea, which might not be. Wait, don't do that in this environment where everybody's scattered and everybody's trying to figure out what's next and so on. Just try and make a friend. Say hello, connect over the event, talk about why you're both here. If you get on, exchange details, the pitching can come later.
Oh, absolutely. And on that, networking often ends up as sort of an inbox full of purposeless LinkedIn connections. So how can we sort of turn those short interactions into long-term collaborations, especially within the creative industries?
I tend to take a really proactive approach. I mean, my first thought is always what's in it for them. Why would they want to stay connected to me? So I don't approach it from a self-centered point of view. I try and go, well, how can I help you, or how can I offer you something, or how can I, engage with you in a way that's not totally self-centered. But I also am really proactive. So I won't wait for you to contact me. I'll get in touch with you. I'll email you. I'll connect with you through LinkedIn. I'll suggest that we have a coffee, or at least I am quite prepared to be the fool who constantly reaches out and says hello, because it's not personal at the end of the day. If you don't get back to me, or if you ignore me for 6 months, I'm a big girl. I'm not going to take it personally.
Yeah.
But maybe at some point you'll remember that I exist and you'll go, yeah, hi.
Yeah,
let's
absolutely.
totally have a coffee.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Now, if you were going to someone that's coming to South by Southwest for the first time, and they want to make the most of the whole festival and situation, what would you advise them to do first? What would be the most beneficial with sort of a limited amount of time for someone that's just coming into the business or the creative space?
Look, I think there's two approaches. My way is to be quite well organized and figure out what I'm going to do in advance, because a lot of the sessions get booked out really quickly.
Mhm.
So it's important to sort of go through, if you can, go through the schedule in the app and go, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to meet? And kind of try and book that in as best you can. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
if you are ever provided with food, eat it. If anybody gives you a beverage, drink it.
Yeah.
Make sure that you keep yourself up for it, because it's a huge thing, right? And it can be very distracting. There's lots of competing sessions. There's lots of stuff going on. There's lots of color and noise and movement. So take advantage of the quiet spaces if you need to kind of reconnect and slow down and just have a moment. I like to take little breathers through the day to sort of figure out who I need to catch up with, and that kind of thing as well.
Now, I have the most important question of all. What's your go-to coffee order?
My go-to coffee order?
Especially in an event such as this, where you need to kind of keep up with the caffeine levels as you're talking to so many different industry professionals. What's your go-to coffee order?
Well, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very hardcore, so it's a long black. Always
absolutely.
A long black.
I agree with that one.
That's keeping you through the event. Well, thank you very much for your time. It's very much appreciated. We hope to talk to you again
My
soon.
pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we've got so many fantastic people still to come here on TAFE Radio, but right now it's Somber with Undressed. TAFE Radio.
Are you happy? Was that okay?
Hey, you did fantastic.